My beloved child, there is something I need you to hear today, and I need you to listen with your spirit, not just with your ears. Do not scroll past this message. Do not treat this as coincidence. I brought these words before your eyes for a reason. I know the questions you have been carrying in your heart. I know the silent prayers you have whispered at night when no one else could hear you. I know the ache you have tried to hide behind your smile. And I know how deeply you have wondered whether the person I have prepared for you is real, whether your soulmate truly exists, whether they are thinking of you, whether they are coming, and whether this long season of waiting will ever make sense. So listen carefully, my child, because I am speaking peace over your heart today. Your soulmate is not a fantasy. They are not a false hope. They are not something your heart invented just to comfort itself in lonely moments. I have seen them. I have watched them. I have been working in their life just as I have been working in yours. And even now, while you are trying to understand why things have taken so long, I am aligning paths, healing wounds, removing distractions, closing wrong doors, and preparing a moment that will not be forced, manipulated, or missed when it is truly time. I know you have been tired of waiting. I know there were nights when you cried and asked me, Lord, why does love seem easy for everyone else but so difficult for me? Why do I keep meeting people who do not stay? Why do I keep giving my heart only to feel confusion, silence, distance, or disappointment? Why do I feel like I am always the one hoping, always the one caring, always the one wondering if I matter enough to be chosen? My child, you were never forgotten. The delay was not your rejection. The silence was not your abandonment. The closed doors were not my cruelty. And the relationships that did not work were not proof that you are unworthy of true love. Sometimes I protect you by removing what you begged me to keep. Sometimes I save you by allowing a door to close. Sometimes I honor your future by breaking your attachment to what would have broken you later. You only saw the ending. I saw what would have happened if it continued. You only saw the person you wanted. I saw the pain they were carrying, the confusion in their spirit, the instability in their intentions, the battles they had not surrendered to me. You thought you were losing something good, but I was saving you from something that would have drained your peace, weakened your faith, and made you settle for less than what I wrote for your life. Hear me clearly, your soulmate will not come to destroy your peace. They will not enter your life as a lesson in chaos. They will not pull you closer through words and then push you away through actions. They will not make you beg for clarity. They will not leave you constantly anxious, confused, insecure, and emotionally exhausted. What I am preparing for you will carry peace, not panic. It will carry clarity, not games. It will carry consistency, not confusion. It will carry truth, not emotional manipulation. That does not mean the journey will be perfect. It does not mean there will never be misunderstandings, challenges, or moments of growth. But it does mean that what comes from me will not require you to abandon your dignity, your peace, your discernment, or your relationship with me just to keep it alive. My child, your soulmate has been on a journey too. While you have been praying for them, they have also been fighting battles you know nothing about. They have faced heartbreak. They have questioned their worth. They have carried disappointments, family wounds, private fears, and emotional burdens they do not always know how to explain. There were seasons when they felt lost. There were moments when they tried to fill a spiritual emptiness with distractions, busyness, temporary connections, and wrong choices. There were times when they were not ready for the depth of love you carry. There were moments when, had I brought them to you too early, they would not have recognized the gift standing in front of them. So I held it back. Not because I enjoy your pain. Not because I wanted you to suffer. But because I love you enough not to send someone half-ready into a connection that requires maturity, honesty, healing, and surrender. There are things I had to remove from them before they could meet you in the right way. There are habits I had to break. There are lies I had to expose. There are attachments I had to sever. There are wounds I had to touch. There are patterns I had to confront. There are people I had to move out of the way. There are fears I had to quiet. There are prayers I had to answer in secret before the visible part of the story could begin. And I have been doing the same work in you. Yes, you, my child. You asked me for your soulmate, but I also needed to prepare you for the weight of answered prayer. Because many people ask for love, but they are not ready to receive it in a healthy way. Many people want a kingdom relationship, but they still think from a wounded place. They still choose from fear. They still attach from loneliness. They still ignore red flags because they are afraid of being alone. They still call intensity destiny when it is really anxiety. They still confuse attention with commitment, chemistry with character, and desire with divine confirmation. I could not allow your loneliness to make your decisions for you. So I have been teaching you to hear my voice more clearly. I have been teaching you to stop chasing what I did not assign to you. I have been teaching you to recognize the difference between attraction and alignment. I have been teaching you to value peace over pressure. I have been teaching you to stop settling for crumbs when I created you for covenant. I have been teaching you that being alone for a season is better than being attached to someone who slowly destroys your confidence, drains your spirit, and distracts you from your purpose. My child, I know the waiting has stretched you. I know there were days when you felt foolish for still believing. I know there were moments when you saw other people finding love and wondered if your time had been skipped. I know there were times when the enemy whispered, maybe this promise is not for you. Maybe you are too late. Maybe you missed your chance. Maybe everyone else gets chosen but not you. Maybe you are too broken, too complicated, too damaged, too old, too emotional, too much, or not enough. Those whispers are not from me. I need you to reject them. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified from love because of your past. You are not too broken for restoration. You are not too late for divine timing. And you are not too complicated for the one I have assigned to understand your heart. I formed you with intention. I know the tenderness you carry. I know the strength you hide. I know the way you love. I know how deeply you feel things. I know how loyal you are. I know how much you pour into people you care about. I know the dreams you have not spoken aloud because you are afraid they will sound unrealistic. I know the kind of love your heart has been craving. Not shallow attention, not temporary attraction, not empty words, but safe love, mature love, sincere love, peaceful love, love that honors me and honors you. And I am telling you now, what I have written for you is still alive. Your soulmate has not disappeared from my plan. Even now, there are moments when they feel your presence in ways they cannot explain. They may not know your name yet. They may not understand why their heart keeps feeling pulled towards something deeper, something real, something they cannot find in casual connections or surface-level affection. But I know why. It is because I have already planted a longing in them for the kind of love that carries your spirit, your tenderness, your loyalty, your depth, your calling, your faith, your honesty, and your warmth. They are being awakened. They are starting to lose interest in what once distracted them. They are beginning to see through what once impressed them. They are becoming tired of shallow conversations, unstable connections, and people who speak beautifully but love carelessly. They are beginning to want what is genuine. They are beginning to hunger for peace instead of performance. They are beginning to crave a connection built on truth, not illusion. And even if they do not fully understand it yet, I am turning their heart toward what is real. But listen carefully, my child, because this next part matters. The enemy knows there is power in what I am bringing together. He knows what can happen when two people who have been refined by pain, taught by grace, humbled by loss, and anchored in me come into agreement under my hand. He knows that when the right connection forms, healing can accelerate, purpose can multiply, and legacy can be built. He knows that a healthy union does more than comfort two hearts. It can bless generations, restore confidence, strengthen faith, create stability, and become a testimony that I still write beautiful stories after seasons of grief and delay. So do not be surprised by resistance. Do not be surprised if confusion tries to rise right before clarity. Do not be surprised if old memories suddenly resurface. Do not be surprised if people from the past try to re-enter your life just when I am teaching you to move forward. Do not be surprised if loneliness becomes louder right before breakthrough. Do not be surprised if temptation shows up wearing the face of familiarity. Do not be surprised if the enemy tries to make you settle out of exhaustion. That is why I need you to stay close to me in this season. Do not let your desire for love become greater than your trust in my timing. Do not let one emotional moment convince you to reopen a door I already closed. Do not let the return of a familiar person make you forget the pain attached to that chapter. Do not call it a sign just because it is available. Not every return is restoration. Not every message is destiny. Not every spark is covenant. Not every open door is mine. Ask me. Bring it to me. Let me confirm what is from me and expose what is not. My child, I want to tell you something else. Some of you listening to this have been sensing a shift, and you are not imagining it. You have felt more emotional lately. Certain songs have hit differently. Memories have surfaced unexpectedly. You have had moments where your heart suddenly felt full, then heavy, then hopeful, then confused, all within the same day. You have felt like something is changing in the spiritual atmosphere around your love life, but you have not had the words to explain it. That shift is real. I am moving things. I am rearranging things. I am exposing hidden motives. I am ending cycles. I am breaking attachments. I am teaching your heart to stop romanticizing what hurt you. I am strengthening your discernment. I am preparing divine conversations. I am creating unexpected intersections. I am opening the way for what belongs in your life to find you without you having to betray yourself to keep it. For some of you, your soulmate is already closer than you realize. They may be in your wider circle. They may be someone who has noticed you quietly. They may be someone who has been healing in private. They may be someone who has wanted to approach you but has been wrestling with fear, timing, distance, insecurity, or unfinished chapters in their own life. For others, this person has not entered your visible world yet, but they are being positioned. A move, a conversation, a trip, a message, a new opportunity, a changed routine, or a seemingly ordinary moment will become the bridge that brings your paths together. Do not underestimate ordinary moments. I can use a random day to begin a life-changing story. I can use one conversation to shift the course of years. I can use one introduction, one decision, one prayer, one invitation, one delay, one cancellation, one redirection, or one encounter to bring what has been far into your reach. That is why I need you to remain open, but not desperate. Hopeful, but not careless. Expectant, but still discerning. There is a difference between preparing and forcing. Preparing means you let me heal your heart, clean your patterns, strengthen your boundaries, mature your communication, and deepen your faith. Forcing means you chase signs that I did not send, cling to people I did not choose, and try to manufacture what only grace can build. Do not force what I promise to guide. My child, I also need to speak to the part of you that still feels unworthy of being deeply loved. Somewhere along the way, disappointment tried to rewrite your identity. Someone's inconsistency made you question your value. Someone's silence made you question your beauty. Someone's betrayal made you question your judgment. Someone's rejection made you question whether you were lovable at all. And over time, if you are not careful, pain can become a false prophet. It starts telling you who you are. It starts convincing you that because you were mishandled, you must be hard to love. Because someone left, you must not be worth staying for. Because someone chose poorly, you must not be enough. That is a lie. The way people mishandled you is not the measure of your worth. The fact that someone lacked the capacity to love you well does not mean you were difficult to love. The fact that someone was inconsistent does not mean you asked for too much. The fact that someone was emotionally unavailable does not mean your heart was too deep. And the fact that you were disappointed does not mean you are destined to keep repeating the same story forever. I am healing your expectation. I am teaching you that healthy love may feel unfamiliar at first because chaos trained your nervous system to expect instability. I am teaching you that peace is not boring. Consistency is not fake. Gentleness is not weakness. Patience is not disinterest. Clarity is not a trick. And real love does not need confusion to feel powerful. Some of you have become so used to mixed signals that certainty feels suspicious. Some of you have been loved so carelessly that calmness feels unnatural. Some of you have been trained by heartbreak to expect the worst, to protect yourselves by withdrawing too early, overthinking every message, doubting every good thing, and assuming that if something feels right, it must be temporary. My child, I am renewing your mind before I reveal the relationship. Because if I send the right person while you still believe you are unworthy, you may sabotage what I am trying to bless. You may run from gentleness because it feels unfamiliar. You may misread sincerity as weakness. You may test what does not need to be tested. You may withhold trust from someone who has done nothing to earn your suspicion. So I am healing you first. Not to make you perfect, but to make you ready to receive love without constantly expecting it to disappear. And yes, your soulmate is going through their own preparation too. I am teaching them how to communicate. I am teaching them how to be honest. I am teaching them how to stop running from depth. I am teaching them how to identify what is precious and protect it. I am teaching them how to love with maturity rather than impulse. I am teaching them how to choose covenant over convenience. I am teaching them how to recognize the difference between attraction and assignment. I am teaching them how to stop giving their energy to what does not carry peace. This is why you must not compare your story to someone else's timeline. You do not know what I had to heal in them. You do not know what I had to protect you from. You do not know what danger I blocked, what heartbreak I prevented, what confusion I spared you from, what habits I confronted in them, what pride I broke in you, what patterns I interrupted in both of you, what spiritual warfare I silenced behind the scenes, or how many times I stepped in to preserve the future you have been praying for. The waiting has not been empty. The waiting has been active. Heaven has not been silent because nothing is happening. Heaven has been silent because some miracles grow best in hidden places. My child, I want you to release one more thing today, the fear that your past has ruined your future. Some of you made mistakes in love. Some of you trusted too quickly. Some of you stayed too long. Some of you ignored warnings. Some of you gave your heart to someone who was never capable of carrying it. Some of you crossed boundaries, compromised your peace, and now carry regret. Some of you are ashamed of the things you tolerated just to feel wanted. Some of you are still embarrassed by how much you begged, how long you waited, how many signs you ignored, how many times you returned, how much of yourself you lost trying to keep a connection alive. Listen to me carefully, your past is not greater than my redemption. I am not intimidated by your mistakes. I am not shocked by your wounds. I am not limited by your history. I am not standing at a distance, disappointed that you did not get everything right the first time. I am a restoring God. I am a healing God. I am a redeeming God. I know how to rebuild what pain tried to collapse. I know how to breathe confidence back into a weary heart. I know how to teach you without shaming you. I know how to take wisdom from your losses and use it to protect your future. I know how to turn broken patterns into holy boundaries. I know how to transform tears into discernment and regret into maturity. So stop speaking over yourself as if the story is over. Stop saying, maybe I ruined it. Stop saying, maybe love is just not for me. Stop saying, maybe I had my chance and lost it. Stop saying, maybe God helps everyone except me. No, my child. I am still writing. And what I write next will not look like what hurt you before. The love I am preparing will not ask you to shrink. It will not require you to abandon your standards. It will not reward dishonesty. It will not feed on your insecurity. It will not thrive on emotional distance. It will not survive through half-truths and mixed signals. It will not be built on one person carrying the entire weight while the other remains passive, confused, or unavailable. What I am preparing will invite truth. It will invite maturity. It will invite accountability. It will invite softness without weakness, commitment without control, attraction without deception, intimacy without manipulation, and spiritual connection without confusion. And when the time is right, you will not have to force yourself to become someone else to keep it. You will not have to audition for your place in their heart. You will not have to prove your worth every day. You will not have to carry the relationship alone. You will not have to decode every word and every silence. You will not have to wonder whether they mean what they say. You will not have to beg for the bare minimum and call it love. There will be peace. There will still be growth, yes. There will still be vulnerability, yes. There will still be moments of learning, yes. But beneath all of it there will be peace, the kind of peace that lets your spirit exhale, the kind of peace that does not come from perfection but from alignment, honesty, and my covering over what I joined. My child, if you have been asking for a sign, let this message be one confirmation: I have not forgotten your prayer for love. I heard it the first time. I heard it when you whispered it through tears. I heard it when you pretended you were fine, but secretly asked me if you would always have to be strong alone. I heard it when you saw another failed connection and felt your hope slipping. I heard it when you said, Lord, if this promise is still for me, please remind me. I heard it when you stopped asking out loud because disappointment had made you tired. I heard all of it. And I am answering now. Hold on a little longer. Do not return to what I rescued you from. Do not lower your standards just because the waiting feels long. Do not call yourself forgotten because the timing has been hidden. Do not build a home in grief when I am still moving. Do not hand your future to fear. Do not let impatience choose what only wisdom should touch. Instead, pray differently in this season. Pray, Lord, make me ready for what I am asking for. Pray, Lord, heal what still reacts from old pain. Pray, Lord, protect me from counterfeit connections. Pray, Lord, increase my discernment so I do not confuse chemistry with calling. Pray, Lord, teach me how to receive healthy love. Pray, Lord, prepare my soulmate wherever they are. Heal them, guide them, and lead us in your timing. Pray, Lord, if I am tempted to settle, interrupt me. Pray, Lord, close every door that looks good but carries hidden destruction. Pray, Lord, keep my heart soft, but not naive. Pray, Lord, help me trust you when I cannot yet see what you are arranging. That is the prayer of someone who is no longer chasing fantasy, but preparing for covenant. And I tell you this with love, my child, the season ahead will require both faith and discernment. Because when I begin to move, there may be more than one voice around you. Some people will project their fear onto your future. Some will tell you to settle because nobody is perfect. Some will call your standards unrealistic because they accepted less in their own life. Some will try to rush you. Some will encourage you toward what looks good on the outside but carries no peace underneath. Some will not understand the depth of what I am doing because they only evaluate relationships through chemistry, timing, convenience, and appearance. But I need you to listen for my voice. If I give you peace, honor it. If I remove your peace, pay attention. If something keeps pulling you into confusion, do not ignore that discomfort just because you are lonely. If someone's words are beautiful but their actions remain unstable, do not explain away what I am trying to show you. If someone enters your life and you feel constant anxiety, pressure, and emotional chaos, do not automatically call it passion. Sometimes it is simply a warning. You do not need to be afraid. You just need to stay close. Because I am not asking you to figure out everything by yourself. I am asking you to walk with me while I reveal one step at a time. And when the right connection comes, there will be fruit. There will be honesty. There will be effort. There will be respect. There will be humility. There will be accountability. There will be a willingness to protect the connection, not just enjoy its benefits. There will be a desire to understand, not just to be admired. There will be a readiness to communicate, not disappear. There will be the courage to stay present, not run at the first sign of vulnerability. My child, I know your heart is tired, but do not let tiredness turn into unbelief. There is still beauty ahead of you. There is still tenderness ahead of you. There is still laughter ahead of you. There is still safety ahead of you. There is still a hand to hold, a shoulder to lean on, prayers to share, memories to build, and a story to live that will not look like the pain you survived. This chapter has not been denied. It has been prepared. And yes, your soulmate is thinking of you in ways they may not even fully understand yet. There is a stirring in them. There is a hunger in them. There is a shift in them. There is a call pulling them out of old cycles and towards something real. They are not forgotten, and neither are you. I am working on both sides of the story. I am aligning what must align, ending what must end, exposing what must be exposed, and healing what must be healed so that when the time comes, what begins will not be built on illusion, but on truth. So breathe, my child. You do not have to force what heaven is preparing. You do not have to chase what I know how to bring. You do not have to beg for what I intend to place in your life at the right time. You do not have to panic because you cannot see the whole picture. I can see it. I know the day. I know the hour. I know the path. I know the intersection. I know the healing left to complete. I know the prayer left to answer. I know the lesson left to learn. I know the person I am preparing. I know the love story you have cried over. I know the fear you have not fully released. I know the hope you are afraid to feel again. Give it all to me. Give me the disappointment. Give me the questions. Give me the loneliness. Give me the comparison. Give me the fear of being hurt again. Give me the temptation to settle. Give me the memory of the person who broke your trust. Give me the version of yourself that thinks it is safer not to hope. Give me the part of your heart that still believes it has to earn love through sacrifice and overgiving. Lay it down. Because I am not bringing you into a love story just to repeat the wounds of your past. I am leading you into deeper healing, deeper wisdom, deeper peace, and a connection that will teach you what it feels like to be loved with care rather than confusion. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your standards in place. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit discerning. Keep your hope alive. Keep walking. Keep healing. Keep praying. Keep trusting. What is meant for you is not dead. What I promised you is not lost. What I am writing is not delayed beyond my control. And the love I have prepared for you will arrive in a way that reminds you why I said no to everything that could not stay. I am your God, and I have not forgotten your desire. I am your Father, and I have not ignored your tears. I am your healer, and I am restoring what heartbreak damaged. I am your protector, and I am guarding you from what would waste your future. I am the author of your story, and I still know how to write a beautiful chapter after a painful one. So rest in me tonight. Trust me with what you cannot see. And remember this. Your soulmate is not beyond my reach. Your future is not beyond my power. Your heart is not beyond my healing. And your promise is not beyond my timing. I am still working. I am still preparing. I am still aligning. I am still restoring. And when the moment comes, you will understand why the waiting was necessary, why the wrong doors had to close, why the old chapters had to end, and why I kept telling you to trust me even when your heart was tired. Until then, my beloved child, do not give up on the love I placed in your future. I have gone before you. I am with you now. And I will finish what I started. Trust me.